I am dark but beautiful. The spirit of truth is speaking. This video was absolutely for educational purposes, but spiritually speaking, always remember there are three people that will always tell you the truth. Someone who's mad at you, someone who's drunk, and a child. It's not to say a child knows everything, but we know enough that even today in society, you have professors, PhD, doctorates, still refer to people with melanin as black, but children today will call themselves brown. Nonetheless, though, these children are saying that they wish that they were quote unquote black. But with that being said, I want to give all the honor, glory, and praise to the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, because the letter J did not exist 2,000 years ago. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Single honors to the elect. Peace and bless to the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Now I'm going to play a little 40-second clip it here. I'm going to bring out some precepts, but listen to what the children say. Like genuinely. This is only for educational purposes, to understand. All right, let's go.
I'm white. And I'm not black.
No.
And I want to be black when I grow up. And then I'm going to be a big kid. When I be a big kid, I will be black.
Okay. That's not how that works. But I understand how you feel.
It means that this hair is white.
You are a white person.
I'm not supposed to be white. I'm supposed to be black and we're black.
You are not black. No, you are Caucasian.
I'm white.
You're white, baby. Your skin. You're white.
I don't have white. No, I'm my own person. I'm a strong black woman.
Now that last one right there was hilarious. Oh God, strong black woman. That's just also the influence of goddamn social media. But she's young. This young lad right here, yeah, a young lad right here. Yeah, this the one right here. I like. It says right there. It says 3 years later, he's still mad. He's white, I guess. But I'm gonna bring out some precepts too. To show you that predominantly everyone on earth were dark skinned, right? And that is definitely not a terrible thing at all. Actually, to be considered Caucasian, so to say, that's actually a genetic mutation. This is all information that I received from your doctors. It's a lack of melanin. All right, the body people who are dark skinned have something called melanocyte cells. It's synonymous to chlorophyll that gives vegetation its green hue. Melanin does not just come in the form of brown; it comes in the form of blue, come in the form of green, come in the form of orange, just color in general. Period. Like different color bell peppers and things of that nature. Everything on the earth has some form of melanin. Esau, so-called white man, woman, and child, they lack melanin. In the Bible, they call it leprosy. You have clean lepers. They're clean lepers, meaning that they can live amongst people. I'm not being rude at all, people. You can go to the Levitical law, look in the 13th chapter. All right. Today, they call it albinism or they call it vitiligo, but it goes back to something called leprosy. Not to be rude, just to be true. But I want to break out some precepts really quick. Now, there's going to be a portion of the other video where you're going to hear this little girl talk too. But I want to break out these precepts. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I'm going to read the NLT, but on the left-hand side, it starts off with, I am black but comely. I'm going to read NLT. I am dark but beautiful, O women of Jerusalem. Dark as the tents of Kedar, dark as the curtains of Solomon's tents. Don't stare at me because I am dark. The sun has darkened my skin. My brothers were angry with me. They forced me to care for their vineyards, so I couldn't care for myself, my own vineyard. This is King Solomon talking. So you got to spiritually extrapolate. I'm not saying this is what happened, but he's saying this is what happened. And think about it. I understand this. People in the wintertime, we all tend to what, lighten up because of the hue. I'm sorry, because of the lack of UV rays. What do you mean? When people who have melanin have UV rays hit their skin, then what happens is that those melanocyte cells rapidly reproduce. The more they rapidly reproduce, the darker our skin gets to protect us from the harmful rays of the UV lights from the sun. Literally, it's a sun blocker. In other words, we've been kissed by the sun. People who lack that, they end up with things like skin cancer and all of that, and all types of bumps and cysts on their body. Hence, they have something known today as sunscreen, SPF 10 or 15. See, people, I'm not just saying this to be rude. This is educational. Understands benefits to have melanin. A lot of benefits to having melanin. All right, and you need iron too. So it's a lot of things. Our body really, melanin really needs iron. Understand? It's the compound that sparks the life in our body, pertaining to oxygen. But nonetheless, I want to break out a little clip of this young girl, pretty little girl too. But her sister's darker than her, but her sister's father's from Zanzibar or something like that. And the lovely chocolate girl right here, I think she's from West Africa or something. She does have one of them accents though, but she do put up a lot of videos and stuff like that. I follow her sometimes. She has some good information about how women pretty much take advantages of some gullible dudes and dating and things like that, and the whole red pill crap like that. But she does have some good points at times. But let's get to the video. All right, here we go.
What do you mean?
I want to be
I know, baby, but your sister was brown, and you. But we all come in different colors. All of us brown people. Look at me. Look at Sadia. Look at Babu. You are brown, aren't you? You're just a very pale brown. Yes. Look, Mommy's a pale brown. Which baby do you want to be? Do you want to be this baby? Okay, so let's say this one is you. That one's you. Okay. And then that one is Sadia. You know what, Serena? Your Babu is from Zanzibar, so you will always be brown. You are part African. We're brown. Yeah?
So you saw that, and to side note, the so-called Negroes in America, we are not African. We are not descended from Ham. We're descended from Shem. And we always bring it out in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, where those scholars, those Jewish scholars, when you look up the definition of Ham, it says he's the progenitor, which means the father, of the dark races, not the Negroes. That's not a misprint. They literally say that. So they know there's a distinction between the dark-skinned people in America who were sold via transatlantic slave trade and the people that sold them via the transatlantic slave trade. Just because you have melanin don't mean that you're the same people. Like I say, you can pull up next to a black Toyota Camry, a black Ford Mustang, and a black Ferrari Enzo. You can look and tell the different car models. Despite the color, you can still tell that there are different models. Just like people, you can look at an East Indian man. He could be darker than Wesley Snipes. You can look and tell that man is East Indian. You won't call him black or a Negro. All right. But anyhow, this is going to be a description of the Messiah given by Daniel. And you can find the same description in Revelation, the 1st chapter, the 13th verse on down. So pay attention. Daniel chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lift up my eyes and look. Matter of fact, let me go to the NLT. I looked up and saw a man dressed in linen clothing with a belt of pure gold around his waists. His body looked like a precious gem. His face flashed like lightning, and his eyes flamed like torches. The scripture says wisdom make a man face to shine, and the reason why his eyes was red because he drank a lot of wine. It tells you that in Genesis the 49th chapter. His arms and feet shone like polished bronze, and his voice roared like a vast multitude of people. Only I, Daniel, saw the vision. The men with me saw nothing, but they were suddenly terrified and ran away to hide. I'm going to go on Google and just type in polished bronze. Follow me. I typed in polished bronze skin, just, and this is what it comes up with. Now, I just typed it in. I didn't really do any detailed research. But as you can see, matter of fact, check this out. Models are wearing shade bronzed peach. But you could just see it's different hues of brown. That's all it really is, different hues of brown. And you know what I know something else I say? See, look, you can clearly look. Look at the gentleman way to the right. You know that man not no Negro, right? But what I want to say is, if having dark skin was such a bad thing, why are they out there torturing themselves by getting sunscreen? I'm sorry, they're sunbathing in the sun. Oh, she has some beautiful skin right here, right? Polished bronze skin photos, right? Glistening. Sorry, I'm on one right now. We are Hey, I always say this, man. I always say this, man. We are beautiful. We are the most beautiful people on earth. Oh my God. When you mix northern and southern, oh my God. But anyway, man, what they did to Cuz hair right here, man? Salaki, I'm on one. So let's get back to it. So I'm gonna break out sorry, sweetheart. So like I said, they spend millions of dollars on tanning booths, tanning lotions, all of that, man. So I don't want to I don't want to hear nothing negative about bronze skin. All right. Now this is gonna be the last portion of this video, but I'm going to bring out you a depict. Now what I did, I showed you how King Solomon is dark. He said, "But I am dark and beautiful." All right. I'm dark as the tents of Kedar, the Solomon's curtains. I gave you a depiction of how the Messiah looked according to Daniel. You can also read that same depiction in Revelation, the first chapter, the 13th verse on down. Now I'm going to give you a depiction that shows that Moses was a dark-skinned man. And if Moses was a dark-skinned man, that means that the Israelite had to have been dark-skinned people. In other words, your Messiah would not have been looking like a Caucasian man with blonde hair, blue eyes, running from the Caesar during that time and residing in Egypt. How the hell you gonna hide a Caucasian man in Egypt? Especially, and how he gonna survive in that hot ass weather like that? No, the Messiah was not a Caucasian man. He was a dark skinned man. But nonetheless, though, the Israelites are dark skinned people. But over the years, we've lightened up our hue. But the Lord said, you look at the outer appearance of man, we look at the inward parts. Because guess what? There are plenty of brothers in GMS. I say GMS in general. A lot of Israelite brothers or Israelite groups that look Caucasian, that look like they other nations, but they actually are Israelites because it goes by the seeds of your father. All right. Well, let me not chop your head off too much with this. Let me get straight to it. The Lord told Moses to do something. I want you to pay attention. Pay attention very, very carefully. Exodus chapter 4, verse 6. NLT. Then the Lord said to Moses, now put your hand inside your cloak. All right. So imagine you had on just imagine you had on like a long robe, right? So you put your hand under your robe, you know what I'm saying, to hide your hand. So Moses put his hand inside his cloak, and when he took it out again, his hand was white as snow with a severe skin disease. So you even know, even in Africa, if a child is born and they quote unquote albino or have vitiligo, What do people try to do in the village? They try to kill that child. I'm being sincere, y'all. I'm not trying to. They try to kill that child. If they look at it as a, I don't want to say defect, but it's like a genetic mutation for sure. Even in nature, when if they give birth to like an all white lion and say, oh, a rare white lion, a rare white alligator, a rare white bat, yeah, it's rare because everything in nature is supposed to have some form of melanin. So that is a genetic mutation. And even in the Bible, it said it's a severe skin disease. Like I said, leprosy, according to Leviticus the 13th chapter. This is all for educational purposes, people, okay? Exodus chapter 4, verse 7, NLT. Now put your hand back into your cloak, the Lord said. So Moses put his hand back in, and when he took it out again, it was as healthy as the rest of his body. See, Esau do a lot of projection. In hardcore slavery, oh, you porch monkey, you gorilla, you ape, but then your scientists, your anthropologists to say that mankind evolved from being caves and being cavemen, and our closest cousins are primates. So you'll even say our closer relatives are primates, but you'll try to use a derogatory term. It's not even derogatory. You're trying to call us monkeys and everything. But like I'm saying, like, see the projection there? No. Have you ever seen a chimpanzee? They're all white. If you shave them, thin lips, and they have lice. When I was growing up, when I went to elementary school, I see Timmy the first time of the period. We all got to go and get our heads checked for lice. You know how you go through the line? They just look at our head and just keep moving. They got to get chopsticks and go through Timmy hair and everything. And I come back, I'm like, "Where's Timmy? Oh, Timmy had to go home. He had lice." Stop it. Stop it. Okay. But anyhow, like I said, it's healthy to have melanin. It's not healthy to not have melanin. Just saying in general. But this is scratching the surface, not even going molecular or, into the genetics of it all, which I can. But nonetheless, though, remember, I am dark but beautiful. The spirit of truth is speaking. So with that being said, I truly pray y'all find fat, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kwame Allah, Mufla Babal, Shalom.